free to feel like you're losing your mind. Because guess what? You probably are. Because that's how I fucking feel right now. If you haven't been following me, I feel like I'm losing my mind. And it might look like I'm losing my mind. And people might be worried about me. And actually, a lot of people are worried about me. But it's such freedom to lose your mind. To let go of these identities, to let go of this character, to let go of this game, to let go of fucking everything that you believe in. The more that I let go of all of these beliefs, that I feel into these emotions, this internal GPS system, these contractions, these everything, moment to moment to moment to moment, everything is changing so fast and so suddenly. I think it was yesterday, I posted a video of like, I'm dating this guy and I was like so in love with just like being with him. And guess what? He like messaged me and wanted to go hiking today. And there was a part of me that had a little bit of contraction. And I was like, whoa, what is that? And I thought it was around work. Because I was like, oh, I actually want to work. I didn't listen to that little voice. So I said, okay, yeah. Because I was like, letting go of this achievement of the need to work, of the pressure to perform, I posted as well. Like the pressure to do anything. So I said, okay, fuck it. Like, let me just go and hike. Let me go have some fun, be in nature, be with this guy. And then it became very evident starting last night. I started to feel I've been playing around with like feeling into like my highest timeline. And I know that sounds like maybe spiritual, cheesy, or woo, but it's just like, what is it that you truly desire? Like, can you get so fucking radically honest with yourself? What do you want for yourself? What is that highest vision? Okay? And it's not in the sense of like, I have to have a highest vision, or I have to go big, or I have to do anything. No, it's just like, can you give yourself the freedom to imagine? And maybe your imagination, your highest vision is to do nothing. That's fine. I'm not saying you have to be like, do what I'm doing, or like have the vision that I'm having. Like, no, fuck that. Like, you feel into you. What do you want? Don't look at everybody else and what they're doing and what they want. Like, what do you want? And for me, it was really evident as I started to get clear and aligned to this vibration of like my highest timeline and what I wanted for myself. And what I saw was, wow, I actually didn't want to be with this guy. I had to get so radically honest. And that part of me that's like afraid, because it's like, he even mentioned, he's like, Callie, I think you have this pattern of running, when things get good with somebody or something, like you run, and a lot of people have been reflecting that to me. And so it's really easy, especially somebody so sensitive like me. I'm so malleable. I so like go with what everyone else is thinking about me, because I can see all perspectives. I can see that as true. That, yeah, from your perspective, I totally understand that it looks like I'm fucking bipolar. I'm a little bit crazy and I'm all over the place. But it's like when I get really clear and I go into my heart, when I'm so still, when I go into that deep state of presence, of meditation, whatever the fuck you want to call it, where you let go of the identities, you let go of the character, you let go of the story, you let go of everything, and you find that space of peace and stillness, what is it that you truly want? What is your truest desire? Stop fucking around with your mind. And I thought I wanted to like play and explore these relationships and all of these things, and it became really evident. Like right now in this moment, that's not my highest. That's not actually what I want. And there's no self-sabotage this time of, oh, Callie, like, I don't know, all that's, like, it's not even there. Like, there's no stories of beating myself up. It's like, no, that was perfect. I'm glad I explored these relationships this past few weeks. Like, I'm glad I did that because it made me really clear what I don't want. And so this morning I started to text him and I was like, you know what? I know this sounds really fucking crazy, I feel like I'm losing my mind, and I kind of am. And I said, I don't even remember what I said. I said, I don't know if I'm feeling this. And I don't know, something pulled me to still meet with him. So I drove to like the trail, or to a place where we were going to meet. I was like, let me just go on the hike. Let me just play this out. Let me just feel into this, like without thinking about it. Let me just let this go and be. So I'm in the parking lot, and it just like is like a gut feeling. Like, I know what I got to do. I'm just too scared to do it. I don't want to hurt him. I'm also afraid I'm like playing out a pattern. It was like all this mind. And I had to keep dropping every single fucking thought, resting back into presence, just being with myself, being in this moment, like making myself this, like that presence, isness, awareness, this, like who is the one noticing all of this? Who is the one that is resting and watching this all? Like, keep going back to that space, keep going back to that space. That was my number one priority. And it became so fucking clear in that space, like I didn't want that. So I got in his car, and I was just like, and I just shared from my heart. I was like, this has nothing to do with you. This has nothing to do with you. But feeling into my highest vision, it's like, this isn't it. Like, I love you so dearly, but like, I can't do this. I can't go on this hike. I can't do this. You know, and he was like, can I share my opinion? I was like, yeah. And again, he like shared his opinion of like, Callie, I think you're, you know, I think that you are running away again. And I felt those words into my heart. I dropped everything and I felt, and it was like, I can understand why you're thinking that way. I can totally see that, but it's not my truth right now. And maybe everybody else is going to project and think that I'm like, but it's like, no, I can't keep listening to everybody else and their projections and what they're feeling. It's like, all signs are pointing to, I have to let go of everything and lose my fucking mind to find myself. Stop following teachers, stop following everything else outside of me, and get really fucking radically honest with myself. You know, and I started to share. I was like, he's like, well, what do you want? I was like, I know that I am going to be with somebody, like, and this being like that I'm going to be with, it's going to be for something that is so much greater than just me and him. It's going to be for something that's beyond what Callie wants, beyond what he wants. It's going to be, I don't even fucking know. Like, I feel it though. I feel it as so true right here, right now. And so I went on and I deleted Tinder, I deleted Bumble. I was like, okay, it's coming. I don't have to try hard to find this person. I don't have to like work hard. It's like, I know it's coming. I know it's for a greater service beyond what even my mind can fathom. I don't have to figure it out. And I know that it's happening. And I shared that with him, and he's like, you know what? Like, how is that possible? He's like, you're just chasing a dream. Can you just like be rooted here? And it's like, wow, yeah, like that's what I've done my whole life, is like let go of my dreams and let go of my knowing to follow what everybody else is thinking and believing. And I was like, maybe that's what you believe, and I can totally see that perspective. But that's not what I believe, because if I believe that, then that's my reality. If I believe it's not possible to find this being and like to be with this being, like, you know, if I don't believe that it's possible to become irreversibly self-realized, whatever the fuck that means, then it's never going to be. I'm always going to be on this search. I'm always going to be on this hunt. It's like, I am that now. So let me just drop every single fucking thought. And it's scary, and it's fucking scary because you feel like you're losing your mind. All sense of reality starts to lose. And that part of me was like, okay, I got to give up pole dancing. I got to get up dating. I got to give up everything in order to like find, like, to like rest here in this space. It's like, that's just another fucking thought too. Everything is a fucking thought. The thought that I am Callie Sorensen is a thought. And I think for so long I was like trying to like get everyone to like understand me or like get on this path with me, because I always felt so alone. Like, nobody gets this. I just want somebody to get this. And now it's like, no, I'm not gonna force anyone on this path because it's fucking scary. And it's like letting go of everything. Like, if you want to go play with your incense, if you want to go play with like Ganesh and dance around a fire and like pray to the gods, go do that, because that'll probably be a lot more playful and fun and exciting than like doing what I'm doing, like dropping every thought, like dying to everything, like throwing away everything, like in every single moment. But it's like I can't help it, you know. And I had a guy I was dating in another country reach out to me a few months ago, and he was just like really worried about me, and he's like, Callie, I don't normally do this, but I'm really worried about your sanity. And you know, at that time, you know, I was like, okay, but like part of me, like, I'm kind of worried too about my sanity. But like there's this pull, and I can't, it's beautiful, like I can't help it. I just follow moment to moment, and there's so much beauty. I don't want to play in this character. Like part of me does, and I had to play it out, but then it's like the more I drop it all and I'm just like resting here in the silence, like it's so fucking beautiful to lose your mind. It's so fucking scary too. That's why it's like being in nature, being here, like with the water. I've just been like laying on this rock for the past like 2 hours, like belly down on the earth, like hearing the water like rush over. Just breathing deep into my belly. There's nothing to figure out. Even as I say all these words are fucking bullshit. And who knows what tomorrow's gonna bring at this next moment? I don't know. Earlier today I was like, I'm never gonna make a video again, and I'm not gonna pole dance, and I'm not gonna do anything. And then look at, here I am making a video. Letting everything go, moment to moment, just showing up and flowing with whatever is here now. The more I let go, the more spontaneous movement comes through. The more this deeper knowing can move me. That all of these, you know, emotions and everything, they can be there, all these contractions or whatever, but it's like rooting into that number one priority of watching it all, of noticing it all. I'm not pretending like I know what the fuck I'm doing or that I'm doing it right. In fact, those that say that they don't know probably have more of an idea than the people that think that they do know. If somebody says so sure and like says this is the way, I don't know why I'm yelling so much right now. I was so peaceful before I pushed record. It's like, whoa, what comes through me when I push record? No wonder people are messaging me, Callie, can you just make a video without so much intensity? Yeah. Oh, there's just so much self-love, like so much love and acceptance. It's like finally. I love you guys.